Merry Christmas to one and all.
Was Santa good to you?
Santa was just all about the day and what it's going to do for you and how long you'll be here.
Okay.
I think he's going to stay another day.
Well, the best gift of all was the baby in a manger, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
He came so we could go, right?
Amen.
Amen. And we say, come quickly, Lord Jesus.
Come quickly.
Now, if you eat all of that, I'll be proud of you today.
Yeah.
All right. Hey y'all, welcome back to my kitchen at My Appalachian Life. I hope y'all had a wonderful Christmas, and now the weekend is fast approaching and we'll be celebrating a new year. This is Friday, so I think New Year's Eve is Sunday, but we've been eating leftovers from our Christmas dinner and we just about have all of that taken care of now. So it's a cold day today and it's snowing outside. So Joe's niece graciously gave us some of their deer meat that they love. And I've not been much of a venison type person, but they gave me a recipe to use this ground deer meat with. And it's called Italian sausage soup with white beans. Instead of using Italian sausage, you use the deer meat. So we're going to try that today, and it sounds good. And she said she always uses extra garlic whenever she cooks deer meat, so I'm going to do the same thing. So I'm going to open this package and put it in my pot to brown, and while that's browning, I'm going to chop up a large onion, 3 medium carrots, and 3 stalks of celery, and then we'll be back with you. Okay, so the deer meat is browned good. It's been browning for about 8 or 10 minutes. And what I've noticed is there's not much fat in here. There's nothing to drain off. So the next step is to add the chopped vegetables. So I've got a whole sweet onion chopped and diced, 3 medium carrots diced, and 3 stalks of celery diced. So I'm getting ready to add that to the pot. And you let these cook until they're tender. Okay, the vegetables have been cooking for about 7 to 8 minutes, and the onions are beginning to look translucent, and the celery. So now I'm going to add in 3 cloves of garlic, but I'm cheating and using the minced garlic. So I'll just put in what I think is 3 cloves plus more, because Rosanna said she always uses extra garlic when she cooks deer meat. So that was about 4 teaspoons right there. I'm going to finish this jar off. There's not much left in it. Then I'm going to use 2 teaspoons of Italian seasoning. And let that cook for about a minute more. Okay, that's been cooking for about a minute, been stirring constantly. So next step is to add a can of white beans, and I'm using navy beans. Don't drain it. You put everything, juice and all, in there. And a can of fire-roasted diced tomatoes. and 3 cups of chicken broth. Now I just warmed up 3 cups of water and put in this broth base, chicken flavored broth base. And use 2 teaspoons per cup in that. So in it goes. Let's give that a stir. And it says to use some of that broth spilt over here on my stove. Like that. A half a teaspoon of fresh cracked pepper, but I'm using the coarse ground pepper. I don't have any peppercorns, so about a half a teaspoon of that. And it says to hold off on the salt until after you've got it cooked and taste and see if it needs any salt. And for optional, it calls for a half a teaspoon of crushed red pepper. I'm just going to use just a little bit, not quite a half a teaspoon. And stir this up. Now, you need to put some thyme in it. Thyme. 1 sprig of fresh thyme. But I don't have any fresh thyme, so I'll use the dried. I'm going to start with just about a half a teaspoon of thyme, and we'll taste it and see if it needs more later. Now we are going to bring this liquid to a boil. Then we're going to reduce the heat to medium-low and simmer uncovered for 10 to 15 minutes until the flavors meld together. Then at that point we will taste for the seasoning and adjust with salt or pepper or thyme if needed. So once this comes to a boil, we will turn it down to a simmer. Okay, the soup has come to a good boil, and I'm going to stir it and turn it down to a medium-low and let it simmer uncovered for about 15 minutes. Then I'll come back and taste it to see if it needs any more seasoning. Okay, it's been simmering for about 15 minutes, so I'm going to do a taste test. Let's give it a stir. You get this broth. That's hot. It looks good and smells good. Very tasty, but I think I'm going to add some salt, maybe a half teaspoon, and we'll see how that does. I think this is going to be delicious, y'all. We'll wait until Joe's ready to eat. He wanted some fried cornbread last night, and we have some left, so I'll heat that up for him to eat with this soup, and we'll see how he likes it. All right, it's time to go get the horses in and get them fed and put up for the night, get the cat in, get her fed, and then we'll have us a good bowl of soup when we get back in, and we'll see how that deer meat soup turned out. And I'm wearing Joe's old coat. I don't know how many years old this coat is. Do you know?
50.
Probably. The little hoops here that hooks onto the buttons, they're worn out. I need to sew on some new button hoops. The zippers tore up. But this is such a warm coat, and it's perfect to wear to the barn in the cold. It's got a hood.
Yep.
Keep the wind out of your face. And
Absolutely.
ears. So, got my gloves on. Shoes are outside, so I'll go feed the horses. Okay, guys, it's dark outside, and I tried to film. I tried to film earlier when I went down to feed the horses and get them out of the field, but for some reason my camera went into slow motion, so it didn't work. So it's about an hour and a half later, so I'm going back to the barn, and I'm going to let Skipper out of the stall and give them some carrots for their treat for the night. So come on with me. Yep, it's dark out here, but I should have brought a flashlight. You never know when a wild animal might come up, and we do have coyotes that come through at night. We've had like a 3-point or 4-point deer to come through, and we've caught a pretty large bulldog in the middle of the night coming around. But I'll just be down here for a few minutes. Alrighty, y'all finished eating? Everybody finished eating? You're still chewing. Are you still eating? I think all your hay's gone. It's all gone. Say hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Turn this light on so I can see. All right. I'll let Skipper out, and I've got y'all carrots for your midnight snack, although it's not midnight. Y'all have to have a little treat at the evenings, don't you? Let me lock this gate back. Okay, Skipper. I have to put you up because you're such a fast eater, and then you run Nico off of his food, don't you? Yes, you do. All right, y'all. Oh, I brought you a couple of carrots tonight. Get this glove off. I hear you, Skipper, licking your chops. I hear you. There's yours. Here, Nico. Come over here. You come over here so I don't have to walk down there. Here you go. You like it? You like your carrot? You like it? I know it's good, isn't it? It's good. She's a big bite. Too good. Don't you chew that up. Might give you some more. This one into again. Yeah. Here's your last bite, Nico. That's all. Wipe off the chopping block. And I better put the heater in your water because it's going to get below freezing tonight. Okay, here's our soup and it's ready to eat. I'm going to dish it out. Alright, now for the taste test. And I've warmed up Joe's fried cornbread from last night that he wanted. And in his bowl of soup, he wanted to garnish it with a little sour cream and cheese. So he's going to take a bite and let Rosanna know, and Linda and Cindy. They recommended this recipe. Rosanna provided the deer meat.
It's delicious.
Is it really delicious?
Mm-hmm. I smell it, seriously.
Well, look here in the camera and tell Linda and Cindy and Rosanna just how much you like it.
I just love it all over.
Thank you all for sharing the recipe and for sharing the deer meat.
It's great. It's great.
All right. Well, I'm going to try it too.
All right.
Okay, I've got my bowl of soup here and I'm going to give it a try. I'm not putting any garnishes on mine. And here goes the first bite. It's different, but very, very good. It's very tasty.
Good.
Joe says, seriously, it's delicious. So I'm having my gluten-free tortilla chips with mine. And we'll eat this bowl of soup and get warmed up. Well, we're in out of the cold, and just wanted to end this video by wishing every one of you a very blessed and happy new year. And we won't see you again until next year.
Ridiculous.
Ridiculous. So we're sitting here watching TV, and Joe's watching one of his favorite YouTubers, Dwayne at Dry Creek Wrangler School. Joe thinks he's very interesting, and I do too. He's got a lot of wisdom. You can learn a lot of things from him. So he primarily talks about horsemanship, but it's an interesting channel to watch, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
So anyway, we're going to call it a night here pretty soon. But the soup was really good, wasn't it?
Yeah, great.
Joe really enjoyed it. And I ended up putting sour cream in mine too to kind of take away from that deer taste. I'm just not used to the venison taste, but it wasn't bad. And I think the more I eat of it, the more it will grow on me.
I think it would.
But Rosanna and her whole family hunts, and they've gotten a few deer this season and shared some meat with us. And I think we've got some cube steak and tenderloin, I think she sent over to us. So I'll be looking for recipes for those. So if any of you cook deer meat and have a good recipe for cube steak or tenderloin, put in the comments. Help me out to know how to cook it. Okay? Y'all be good. Be safe. May the Lord bless you and keep his eye upon you, and may his blessings follow you everywhere you go. And we'll see you next year.
All right. Good night.